Oh, hello, duelists, and welcome back. How's everybody doing? It has been a week since my last stream, so it has been some time since I've seen y'all. But I hope everything is good with you guys. This last month has been kind of rough, and streams and content has reflected that. I apologize. I fucking hate this cord so much. Holy shit. Um, but we're back, and I'm hoping to finally have turned a corner, and we'll see some more content here. I was going to stream yesterday, however, awesome. My flight home from Indianapolis got canceled, so I ended up getting home at 4 in the morning on Tuesday instead of at like 11 a.m. on Monday, which is what I wanted. So that was fun. Nothing ever goes easy in life. That's the general rule of things. I'm your biggest fan. I'm happy to hear that, but it's your first message, so how's that true? How much is another versus Solaria? Probably like 150, 200. Not worth that much. Prize cards in Yu-Gi-Oh suck. I'll come home. I'm happy to be home. I haven't slept well for a long time, and the last 2 nights have been the first times I've slept like decently, so that feels great. Hey Jesse, big thanks for your advice this weekend. Helped you in top 8 because there was no pressure. And then you went back to your old self and through to top 4 once you started going for the crown. Nice. Well, I don't know if that's supposed to be like a joke, like I gave you the pressure and then you then lost, but congrats still. You got the goal in mind, so that's all that really matters, right? You sold 2 stars for 400. You kind of self lucky because the market in those is fucking shit. What about the ultra? Probably 4 grand, I'd expect. We'll play Canine or Yummy. Haven't decided. Don't like it's so soon. Greeting from Germany. Nice to see me live. I know I've not been live that much the last month. It's been a hard month for me with like dog health, my own medical issues, and NWCQ of course, but I'm here. You let a DTR you. You gotta work on that because worlds will be a lot of that, right? And you gotta make sure you can hold yourself under the pressure. Not that it's gonna be necessarily easy to do. Like it's not like an easy actionable advice. Just yeah. Where did I place? So yeah, we'll talk about the NAWQ. I'll run through a more like comprehensive breakdown in a second. We're just getting over our initial greetings. You're watching Joshua Paleo's the new event. Is that what he was doing? I don't even know the rule set yet. I mean, I know under 5. I don't know if that means everything on level 5, but I haven't. Yeah, so we'll get to that at some point in the stream. Another first message. I'm getting a lot of people who have not joined the stream before joining today. That's interesting. What do you think would be the best engine to combine with Archmage right now? How about Draco Tail and Canine? I mean, Canine feel like it goes with everything. That there shouldn't really be a problem. Level 5 and under. Well, I call it under 5 then. Sure. Worst record at an event? Probably dropping after 1 and 2. I've done that like twice. Oh, I guess it'd be Anaheim. I went 0-1 drop. It was the week my account got hacked. My YouTube account got hacked, so I was like very stressed out. And I played Snake Eye because I didn't have time to learn any of the new decks. Played a Rizal deck round 1, decided I'm not fucking beating this, and then just dropped and spent the rest of the time relaxing. Well, that counts. I went 0-1 drop. Masswell server is down? Is it really? Let me try to log on. I'm not. At least not as bad as that Avery Foster guy. Okay, now I think I know what's happening here. All right. Let me just check Master. I'm logging into Steam. Are you planning to qualify for TCG Worlds or winning Euros? Well, I'm Canadian, so I'm not winning Euros. Actually, I guess I could try play Euros because of the South African residency or citizenship, but yeah, it is. You only play either NA or E. You cannot do both, and I would just do NA. It's so much closer. But I will. My goal is just Worlds, regardless of which category. I am happy with Master Duel, and because Master Duel qualifies first, if I qualify for Master Duel first, then I'm not worried about TCG Worlds. However, if I'm unable to qualify for Master Duel Worlds, I'll do TCG. I will probably do Worlds points to make sure that I can still play the playoff if I need to. Because this year I would have done it. Like I was 18th or 19th in Worlds points, and I played like 3 regionals, and I didn't really try. Like I played Budget Blue Eyes at one. I dropped round 3 at the other one to fuck around. The other one I played Mermaid Level 4 Poseidra. So like it wasn't really try harding. There was one other one too. What did I do? There's one in Malice format. What did I play? I should play the 4th one. I don't remember. I went home early. I remember that much. Oh, I played Dragon Rulers. That's what it was. I played Dragon Rulers, yeah. And I went like 2-2 drop or something. Jesse, you can try Open Master Duel. Sure, I'll try. First time in Indy though? No, it was not my first time in Indy. Are you and Jesse gonna finish the best 3 in Worlds? Okay. Do we like not remember who I am? Like I know I've not been here that much, but all right, let me see if this works. Oh, Master Duel's just down. That's awesome. You think in general people think TCG title is more prestigious? It depends on who you talk to, right? Some people would argue the opposite. All right, it's not working. We'll chill on face cam for a little longer anyways because we had stuff to talk about. Some people would argue that Master Duel is more prestigious, right? You have a really tough player base for that. But either way, about prestige, I don't really care. If someone wants to tell me I'm not prestigious enough, I'm like, sure. They're just trying to hate on me. Like, that's fine. I don't think I really have to worry about that. Also, I shouldn't. Like, even just like a moral standpoint, it's really not something I should be focusing on either which way. So it's not a big deal to me. Who am I again? Yeah, I'm Joshua Cotton. And the other guy you watch is Jesse Schmidt. Or my Jesse Schmidt. We're getting more Battle Wasp gameplay. At some point, yes, but only the festival first. And also, apparently, I'm locked out of Master Duel, so that's going to be fun. People who play only TCG argue that. Yeah, I mean, there's differences to the game, but for the most part, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not that different. No shot Master Duel is down. I mean, yeah, it says the servers aren't up. I don't know. So I guess we're not playing Master Duel today, which is fine. Anyways, yeah, what can I talk to you guys about? Okay, so obviously I did catch up with you guys on Wednesday. I did say I'd do a Thursday stream. However, I ended up having too many things to do on Thursday before my flight, so I didn't get to do that. So yeah, it's why there was no stream Thursday, and then obviously I left Thursday night for the WCQ. Konami books flights for YCS champions of that season, so I was on a flight with other Torontonian YCS champions. That means Triff and Sam. So it's fun being on the same flight as them. Because Sam's a fucking fake friend though. He ditched me and Steven when we got off the flight. Like you normally you'd wait for your friends to get off the plane with you. And he's sitting at the front because he upgrades to business class because he's Sam. And then me and I get off the plane, I wait for Triff, and then me and Triff like look around like, where the fuck is Sam? And he just left. He just left us behind. Like, all right, that sucks. Anyways. So we're left without him. Yeah, and we got in pretty late, so I didn't really do anything Thursday. In fact, I did nothing Thursday. I was just in the airport, and then went to bed. Sam living the dream. Yep. Friday, the event. Not much to talk about. Friday is always just the chill day, kind of catching up and seeing friends. It's still fun though. Watching the playoff was cool. Oh, I like to build a deck. So for those who don't know, I was in a bit of a rush Thursday. I was talking about this. How I really did rush. And when I rushed packing, I forgot my deck. I did not bring my deck to the event. I was talking to Steven in the airport, and I realized, let me check my deck, and it's just not there. So I'm like, true? I don't have my deck. And my deck is on my desk, on my card vendor desk, the second workstation. So it's there. I did not lose it. I should just leave it at home. And that meant that a lot of Friday was spent just looking for cards. I had to rebuild my deck, and it wasn't that hard. I mean, know that many players as I do, vendors as well. It's not crazy difficult. Big shouts to Pack for giving me most of the cards. He lent me the entire Malice deck, and Pack is broken because he also has it in high rarity. So I played with a high rarity deck than I would have if I didn't play my own deck. Yeah, leaving your deck at home is so crazy. But also shoutouts to the AU booth and Nishad for helping me with some cards, and the Gamers Den booth and Joey for the rest. And then Asala and Avery. So those 5 all helped me build my deck. But Pack by far and away gave the most cards because he gave me the actual core of the deck and a fair bit of the staples. I think the only things I needed afterwards were like I was missing an SP, I was missing call by. Pack didn't have call by. I was missing the Charmies. Pack didn't have spares of those. Yeah, I was able to get everything else I needed, so it ended up not being a huge deal. And then other than that, I was watching the points playoff. Obviously, I had people I was rooting for. I was sad to see my boy Jeff lose round 1. I was rooting for him, as well as John Wilkin, Alec. I went out round 2. But we did get 2 reps that were pretty cool. We got Julian and James, even if they weren't the immediate people I was rooting for. Sorry, I know Julian was here. And then yeah, that was my Friday. It was chill. You can envision Pack saying called by is fake. Okay. What did he lose to? He lost to I think it was no, he lost to Adichia. I think he said he got thrusted for a Featherstorm and then Protos the next game type of shit. Did you play the no Charmy main deck list? I'll show you guys my list when I get to that point. So yeah, I guess I can do that right now. Oh, my face disappeared. That's awesome. Let me reactivate my camera. I don't know why it's doing this. There we go. Okay, so I went into the tournament honestly not too like caring about how I did. As I kind of said, and this isn't like a great excuse, it's just been a bit of a busy time for me the last month. I was literally sick with like a cold, and then had pink eye, and then had other medical issues with my skin issue, and then my dog had issues as well. So like pretty much all of like the last month have been kind of rough for me, in truth. So this was like a vacation for me. I wasn't trying in the sense of like I put less in time than I would if I really cared, as well as I really did not care how the tournament went. I really just wanted to relax, which is a nice feeling because meant I could play Yu-Gi-Oh and just enjoy myself, which isn't always the case. And if you competed, then you'll know this. But yeah, surprised Gen Knight's made it so far. I was too. We can talk about that a little bit too. On Sunday, you told Jeff you never drink caffeine. For Yu-Gi events, you do. So that's why I never shut the fuck up. Nice. Jeff, that's classic Jeff. I can totally see that happening. I managed to cope without anything. Maybe as I get older, I'll have to change that. Unless I'm like really fucking destroyed, I'll not need caffeine. Anyways, yeah, so this is what I played. I still did decently though. Like I didn't feel like I was completely inept with what I was doing. I don't remember my exact round by rounds. I played a lot of Malice and a lot of Orcust actually. I think my first round was against actually Orcust Mitsu. I lost round 4, so I had 2 buys, beat Orcust Mitsu. Round 4, I did lose to Vanquish Soul. So in my tier list, I talk about how I think Vanquish Soul is not good unless they draw Holisu. And I mean, that's what happened to me. My statement still stands. So I win game 1, losing the roll. Game 2, I Perulia him. He has Holly Sue. I Ash the Holly Sue special from deck, and he sets 1 and passes. So I'm feeling pretty good because my hand is like Dormouse, Magnum, my backup, March Hare. It's like all engine. I'm like, okay, this should be easy as long as I don't get Lanceiad. I didn't get Lanceiad. Instead, I go normal summon Dormouse and get fucking Takobo'd. So you can see in my deck list, I don't really have a get out to this. So I look at my hand and I'm like, yep. So we lose that game. And then game number 3, my hand is Dormouse, 3 warnings, mistaken arrest. I normal Dormouse, and my opponent has Holly Sue, of course. And they don't steal. They special from deck. So they go special from deck, Raisin. I chain mistaken arrest, and they pop the Dormouse with the 2 attributes they have still. So I still have no Dormouse, but now I have 3 warnings. Is all I have. And they already have Raisin on field and a Holly Sue on field. So I'm just fucking destroyed. Like I just get ruined. So I get cooked, and that's how I lost round 4. I did play out obviously from there. I think I played some Malice Mirrors and some more Orcus decks. And I got to round 8 before my second loss. My second loss was round 8. I think I won the roll to this. I think I rolled a 12 and then passed turn 1. I remember drawing 0 Malice cards, and I just get shit on in the Malice Mirror because fun. Game 2, I go first, and I brick again. I have 0 Malice cards, besides Malice in the Mirror. My opponents, however, when they're playing through Disruption, like they don't have much engine either, so it ends up being a bit of a trade war. They Pearlied me over the court twice, turn 1, my turn 1, and my second turn. So they lose cards that way. Eventually, I think I double Lancia as well. Eventually, we get to the point where critical battery, nice. Eventually, we get to the point where I still have no engine, and he. Oh, I had a play where I can go like I had Mag in hand. I had Mag Ash. I'm like, I can go Mag his monster, normal Ash, make Dark Charmer, but he has 3 cards in hand, that are all not engine cards. Because last turn he didn't do anything. He just passed back. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go that because it loses to Imperm Impulse. Only card it beats is if his entire hand is ashes and bricks. So I decided not to do that. Later I found out his hands was all ashes and bricks. But what are you gonna do? And he top decks Dormouse, or I think it's Dormouse, but he draws a card that's in play, and the ash doesn't stop it. So I think I'm about to die here, and he makes a mistake. The mag keeps me alive when he goes for the Cryptor Lethal, and then he throws and then in main phase 2, like doesn't use his trigger effect properly and tries banishing a card twice. Ends up ending on 0 interrupts, where he should have had like multiple. So I go add Druid Worm off of Mag, and then I'm able to win with Dark Charmer because my opponent has nothing still. So I did actually manage to win game 2. And then game 3, I brick again. I literally just look at my hand, and I'm like, well, that's fucking awesome. And I brick again. My hand, like, isn't really enough to stop him, but, like, I have 2 backups and a wizard into a bomber. And that doesn't really do anything. Like, and that's not a brick. I still no Malice card. It's not a very good hand either. So I just kind of eat shit and lose. So that's round 8. Round 9, I actually play against Pack, who lent me my deck, who I know was on Memento. He rolled a 10 and started swearing, and then I rolled an 11. Cook his ass. So I go first. He opens no Charmies, and I know how to play against Memento, so I was able to navigate it just fine. It wasn't a problem. Game 2, I open up Perulia and Fua. Not Fua, Perulia and Meows. It's important versus that deck. So Memento is a great way of avoiding summoning from either the hand, deck, or graveyard. They have to kind of choose what they're doing. So when you cut off or hit 2 different access for them to summon, it becomes significantly harder for them to play. So yeah, it was kind of hard for him to play. We talked it over, and there were some small mistakes I think that could have gone differently. In the end, I end up drawing to 6 cards. So it gives me 1 draw from each Charmy, I'm pretty sure. And in the process, he ends up Memento Fusion with 3 unknowns in hand. Or no, it was 2 unknowns in hand. No, 3 unknowns in hand. 3 unknowns in hand. He has 2 Mentos on the field. Yeah, and then 1 in hand. and Mental Fusion face down. So I draw, and my hand is thrust, double Dormouse, double backup, and what did I draw for turn? It was something irrelevant. Oh no, I was only drawing a 5 because I had to impulse a Mental Fusion at some point. So I was drawing a 5. A normal Dormouse, he goes fusion and pop. So he makes the Creation King and pops. At that point there, he has no monsters on the field because he fuses his guys off away. If he doesn't activate Akihiro on Grave, then my thrust is dead. And I'm left with 2 backups and a Dormouse in hand. I just die. But he activates Akihiro, so I get to go thrust for Gold Sark. And I get to just fully play. He has Chaos Hunter, but because I have backup, it doesn't matter. So we're kind of talking about, like, afterwards if he needs Akihiro, because it's like debatable if it's necessary. Because there was a good chance I just passed there, right? Because I think that game wasn't necessarily over for him. But yeah, so I do win 2-0. Because after that Gold Sark resolves, he has nothing left. His hand has 2 Chaos Hunters and Goblin Breakout, and that's not enough. Now keep Preorder going first against VS. Not right now, but maybe post what's it called? Just Hunters, although I haven't tested it. So yeah, I ended up day 1 X2, which is fine. Not brilliant. I like to be X1 day 1 to give myself buffer, but that's how it is. At these events, X2-1 does top, but this format you really shouldn't be drawing. People do intentionally draw. Let me be clear that it's not allowed. And people will argue semantics, but that is cheating. I don't do that. Literally would have topped the last two WCQs if I did that, and I want to be a clear advocate for not doing that. But anyways, my first round day 2 was against Mermail. I lose the roll. My opponent starts off with Minstrel Dragoon. I'm like, fuck, this is how the tournament ends already, huh? My hand is Imperm and Ash with like 3 decent engine cards, so I'm like, all right, I'll stick this out. Maybe I can win. He hits the Imperm out of my hand, leaves the Ash. So I'm like, all right, Ash, and then he call buys it. I'm like, all right, this is all right. Anyways, so I just lose that game, obviously. That was tilting. Game 2, I go first, and it's not a problem. I just win. I think I got lucky. I think I call buy for Lancia, which was nice, and then I just combo and beat him. And then game number 3, I got I had to make him feel how Mal's players kind of feel. So if you don't know this, you want to side Lancia against Mermail. Because it hits Minstrel, which is not bad, but importantly, what you want to do is not wait until the Minstrel is used. Instead, you want to let them search the Minstrel first, and then you Lancia. What this does is it means they wasted a search, but what it also means is now the Minstrel's stuck in their hands, so it's not a water engrave, and they have 1 less discardable Atlantean, so they plan to discard a Dragoon or a Shadow Squad. It could break up their entire cycle and rotation. So Lancia is very effective there. Anyways, I was able to do that, and I did win game 3 with Lancia against Mermail. 5-head. I mean, people have known about it for a while, and I'm not the person who came up with this. I was told to do this back in February by others, and it makes sense, which is why I agree, and I've done it. But yes. It also makes it where they have to do an awkward line to set up the statue, but you lose to other stuff besides the statue as well, right? It's not just the statue, it's important, but yes. So I did lose, so I won that game, and then I played versus Fire King next round, which is funny. This is another game where my hands were fucking abysmal, and I eked out a win somehow. I remember losing game 1 to Fire King. I lost the roll. I just bricked. I was able to Ash and like stop him from playing with Ash and Imperm Impulse, but he had Island up, and I drew passed back and then lost the Island, which is annoying because obviously I just passed. And then game 2, I'm pretty sure I passed again without doing anything. I passed a fucking lot this tournament. The amount of matches where I passed like turn 1 multiple times was way too high. This game, my opponent punts lethal. They made a judgment call to play around Nibiru, but play really bad in Impulse. And you can argue which is correct, but I think versus Malice, you definitely like favor Impulse more. And I had Impulse, so and they end on like no interrupts. And then I'm like, all right, I have no cards in hand. Maybe I'll top deck something. And I did top deck Dormouse, so I win. I did have to get fucking lucky to top deck Dormouse. I don't want to like Um, I don't want to like undersell that, but obviously I'd rather not be in the situation where I pass turn one because that happens so freaking much. And then the next game I didn't brick. Next game, my hand was decent. I think I had like an Ash again with engine cards. And my opponent like Fire King just doesn't do that much, right? So I got ashed on island. I ashed his island, and he ends on like, and then I imperm Garunix after he goes to Volcanics. So he ends on Garunix Eternity set one pass, and my hand is just has actual engine this time than Guide Hair and Dormouse, so I'm able to push through everything. And I do win the game. I use like no, I didn't have Dormouse. I had March Hare. I mean, I had Druid Swarm. I remember using the Druid Swarm to pressure out the Grunix in case it was Skyburn, and then when I knew it wasn't, it became super easy. So I won that round, and that means I was 9-2 since the last round of Swiss. There was a YCS, would have topped, but whatever. And I win the roll, so I'm feeling good. I'm like, all right, I won the roll. I'll look at my hand. It's like Dormouse, Chessie, White Rabbit, Imperm. I get Impermed on summon. I set one pass. It's Orchist, Mitsurugi, Fiendsmith. And he starts off with like he has access to all three engines immediately, and I just die. So I get fucked up and I lose game one. I'm like, all right, it's game two. Game two, I draw my hand. It's Underground, Magnamut, Wizard, Impulse, which is like fine. But I'm sure you guys can tell me the problem with that hand. My only way to play is Underground. I activate Underground, get hit with Lancia. I have 0 plays, so I pass. And then I die. So I lost in 5 minutes, which sucks. But that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. Kind of a anticlimactic end to the tournament where I kind of just lost in 5 seconds. But it can be like that. I feel like this tournament's weird for me. I missed a lot of effects. Like, I didn't play well in the sense of I didn't do my combos entirely properly. And I missed triggers way too often. I fucking kept forgetting to use Red Ransom's effect on summon when I summoned to the opponent's turn. I forgot to get life points off GWC once. I forgot to... Oh god, on 2 separate occasions, I searched the Chessie Cat thinking it was March Hare because they looked the same to me. The high rarity cards. That was fucking annoying. Those didn't cost me games though, which is the funny part. Because once the deck gets to play, it's so broken, it's not important. And I feel like I navigated the grind games decently well. I only had one mistake that was actually like an important one that I think. And that was at some point in the grind game. I won the match anyways. But in game number 2, I get to a point where I have a Bishal on field and a Dormouse and nothing else. And my opponent has one unknown in hand. And this is going second into a Malice player in the mirror. And I have to decide what to do. And this is a little bit of experience. I Dormouse, banish White Rabbit, summon White Rabbit, and I get Nibs. Because that's my summon number 5 at that point. However, if I just go banish March Hare and add it to my hand, the Dormouse's effect is already used to summon it back from the banished pile, but that's fine. I make Dark Charmer and I play that way, because if I get nibbed from that point, I get to go make Link Spider, Special March Hare, make Splash Mage, and still get a Link 3. And that's the idea, right? Like I've talked about in my videos in the past. The whole point is you push to make the Link 3s. Once Link 3s are in rotation, you feel really comfortable. It's also where I think like Aditya got greedy in the finals, but regardless. So yeah, I was decently happy with how I played in actual grind games. My combos were not it. I'm well aware, but I don't think it fucking matters. When this deck goes off, it has so much room for like making mistakes. It doesn't matter. Sorry if you already answered this, but would you have got top 4 being able to attend TCG Worlds? No, I'm locked into Master Duel. Anyways, anything for the deck list? This is pretty standard. I do not like Nib. Someone asked about Imperm. I think Imperm is like not great, but I don't know. It's like fine. And sometimes Imperm is just good paired with other stuff like Abyssal or Ash or into half fields, as well as just answers Detonator, which can be important because sometimes your deck just doesn't have an answer. The main deck looks a lot like yours. I mean, it's not that cool of a deck. My deck is pretty normal. Did I have fun? I did have fun. I had a nice relaxing weekend. Warding was probably the only thing I'd probably go back and didn't love. it really wasn't that impressive. Maybe just because I fucking drew 3 of them against Vanquish and a Holly Sued. But yeah, I did like Meows. I did feel like I wanted more from the mirror. And Meows feels pretty good. Because even their half fields, right? This deck, so Malice Mirrors playing into their interrupts feels a lot easier because the banish just don't matter as much as they do in other matchups. Sales ban feels like a warning that is good going second. That's just cope. Sales ban going first is fucking terrible. I'm not about that. Did you say why warning over judgment? I mean, all the things you want to stop are just like normals or like summons, right? Is a big reason. But also like the effects to summon can be important. So like an Ame Revive. When first cards are cheeks. So why is GOBC back now? I don't know. I'm not pack. I never didn't have it. Life cost can matter, but I wouldn't say it's the primary reason. Warning feels fine from that sense. Like I never really wished warning was judgment, but I also just probably could have been something else. Julian had more thrusts in his deck, and I kind of maybe wanted more of those. It's just weird because the biggest reason why you have to be going first cards in here is you need to side out this shit. You need to make sure you have cards to always put in that are applicable. There's partially why there's like generic, just good cards here, because these will take the spots of cards that are bad in certain matchups. Kind of filler in rolls, which sucks to have to play. That's not normally how I'd build a deck, but it kind of felt like I had to. And warning is part of that for the going first aspects. And with thrust, if you did that, it meant putting cards in your side deck like barrier, which aren't good across the board. And that was a concern of mine because it meant just eating up more of my spaces. As far as the extra deck, there's nothing really interesting here. You can play Link Disciple over second Ling, the attribute, but I like Ling more for stopping Impulse. And I like Dark Charmer over A-Code. I was going to play A-Code, but yeah, Dark is just good in the mirror. You never lost a post-side game going first? Well, you didn't fucking brick like me, man. The amount of times I looked at my hand and said pass is freaking annoying. Unless you're siding AI Michus, which is something you can do, but yeah, AI Michu is like, it's weird for me because it's not always great. And obviously you have games where you have too much engine as well. Obviously those are games I went second. It's one tournament, right? Variance happens within those small amounts. Did I try not bricking? You know, I did consider that. However, I actually am not very good at this game, so I wasn't able to do that. What's the similar Archerfiend's ass? I hate that card. One time you're supposed to lose, but your opponent literally fumbled lethal. That happens, right? And it's a cool part about becoming known in Yu-Gi-Oh! You get like Conqueror's hockey. You get to just people just make mistakes against you more because they get more nervous, which sucks for them, but it's nice for me because I definitely get wins where I shouldn't. For example, my game 3 against Mermail, for example, when I Lancia him, he ends on Gaio's Pass. My hand though is fucking unplayable because I bricked again. Not unplayable. It's like just Thormouse, but that doesn't play into Gaios. So I remember thinking, wow, I just still can't do anything. I have White Rabbit and Dormouse. I have 2 starters. I start White Rabbit thinking maybe he'll not negate this one. But he doesn't negate with Gaios. I'm like, okay, well, he didn't play into my bluff. And then I have to crash it, because if I don't crash the White Rabbit in, he makes Poseidra, and then bounces it, sends whatever, and kills me. So I pass back. From that, I crash and pass. He draws. And obviously he's nervous, right? It's the second last round, third last round of Swiss, first round in day 2. It's early in the day. It's up against a well-known player. He forgets to attack with Gaios, which matters a lot because his card he drew was Lancia. So even though I draw a card that lets me play next turn, I get Lancia'd and have to pass back to him because I have to crash my field again. So now when I pass back to him, the Gaios, if it attacked this time, would have put me to 600. Which would have meant that I only have 1 Malice effect I can activate for the rest of the duel. Which is rough. But because he didn't attack, I'm at 3,400. And the next turn, I'm no longer going to Lancia, I kill him. So stuff like that happens a fair bit. Or they'll overthink things. Did you remember your deck this time? It's the same event. What do you mean? Were you guys not scared about Protoss and Malice? It just seems so spooky with the Protoss stuff. But they have to. How do they stick it? Right? Like they have to stick it through you ripping apart their grave, you having multiple banishes on field, and then the non-engine. Right? Like Droll stops searching. Imperm works as well. Ash can stop it to some degree. Impulsing at something else, saving other interrupters for whatever. And one of the times that it wouldn't matter that much is when they go first in Protoss you, but this deck has more like non-engine than most other decks. And it's not like I have no ways to stop it. So it's like something I'm concerned about, I'm aware of, and you save interrupts for it, but I don't think you need to go out of your way to prevent it. Why did I choose Malice over Mitsu? I think Malice is just a really fucking good deck. I think Mitsu is probably... I don't think Mitsu is any better. I think it's about the same, a little bit worse, if anything. But on top of that, everybody's maining 3 Droll. If everybody's maining 3 Lancia, I'd probably switch. But everyone is maining 3 Droll. So, yeah. I'm saying Protoss is fine. No! It's still a fucking lingering flood. Don't put words in my mouth, man. What does World's Crown do? Okay. I played against 3 fucking Orcus deck. I had to play against a fair bunch of that shit. How much prep are you going to do for Vancouver? Not a crazy amount. I have Worlds at the end of August, right? So that's my attention anyways for the next little bit. I will be going to Vancouver though, and I will at least be caught up. I'm not going to be inept with the format like I was for Anaheim, right? No idea what the fuck Rizal cards did. But yeah. Anyways, that was my tournament. After I lost round 12, I played some Rivalry of the Warlords event. If you haven't played that, I'm not sponsored by Konami. This isn't an advertisement, but still, I will. Like I always say, if something is good, I will happily endorse it. It is a very fun side event where what you do is you get new, you get decks, random pre-built decks to play against everybody else who has the same thing, as well as a deck list and a fact sheet to help you with the deck. And this event, they redid it. They have new decks, which is awesome. And it was a ton of fun. Maybe some balancing that needs to be done, but still, it was a lot of fun. I got RDA in my deck. I played against Blue Eyes Asala round 1, and then round 2 I played against Trap Tricks. And round 3 I played against the Millennium deck. And then I won my Rivalry side event, which was cool. Disaster was illegally summoned twice in that event. I mean, that side of it fired a shit ton, right? I don't know how many there were, but I played in Rivalry number 120, so there were a lot of them. One thing, and they listen to feedback as well, right? I did like ask last time I played, because I played it at Houston as well. I told them, all right, guys, this should be obvious, but we need to frequently change the sleeves on these decks because they become disgusting after a bit. Obvious, right? Like, it's hygienic and it just feels better, like better experience. And I can't speak for everybody else, but the decks that I got on Sunday, which is like later in the day, 2:30 p.m., they were good. I never had a problem. I didn't feel like the sleeves weren't peeling. I wasn't like struggling. I didn't feel grimy. That's nice because it was a concern that I had for Rivalry as I kept playing. But it is an event that if you want a different type of Yu-Gi-Oh, a little more of a consolidated format, then give it a try because it is fun. And that was the weekend. If you've ever been to Indy, then the restaurant that me and my friends go to most is Harry and Izzy's. We couldn't obviously during most of the tournament because of how late everything ran. Even Sunday ran later than usual. I didn't get to go all weekend except because something that happened in a second. I'll explain. So yeah, it was just kind of a chill weekend there. And then my flight was supposed to be early Monday morning. And I was going to fly home, be home at like noon on Monday, catch up on some work, and then stream for you guys yesterday on Tuesday. However, about like 5 p.m. on Sunday night. So while I'm still at the venue, in fact, I remember I was taking a shit. I don't know why this is relevant story details, but you're going to hear it. I get a text from United. Your flight's been canceled. And I'm just scratching my head like, oh, fuck. Why? And I get rebooked. And, you know, this is the tilting thing. They put me on a flight with a layover in Chicago. Chicago is so close to Indy. The fact that flights exist there is kind of annoying, but whatever. It's also not in the right direction as Toronto. It's literally like it's going west instead of east, which, whatever. Both are north, I guess. But regardless, I did have what's it called? I did have a layover now. And the flight was also only like a 7:30 p.m. flight to Chicago from Indy. So now I got delayed like 12 hours. And then I have a layover as well. So that sucks. It did mean I could stay in Indy longer. So I did go to Harry and Izzy's on Monday, which is cool. And people love this place called Milktooth. We went. The facepalm. Oh yeah, it was rough. So why that also is extra triggering is I've used a free flight to Indy before. So I kind of already said this, but yeah, Konami gives a free flights to YCS champions. If you win 2 in one season, they'll pay for a flight to one in your YCS Union region as well. So one of the seasons I won 2 YCSs. And I had an extra flight. So I got a flight to YCS Indy 2024, the one that Paolo won. And they took so long to book me that flight that they gave me one of the layover. And I complained. And I said, I've looked at flights. They are not that expensive. And they are direct. Indy is not far from Toronto. There is no excuse for you to book me on a flight with a layover. It is not any cheaper. But it's because they waited so long. So they listened. And I'm very happy when they listen. This is not always. They booked me on a flight that was direct to Indy and from Indy. And then, of course, because of the fucking cancellation, I still had a layover. And I was just, oh God, it was so tilting. Your sponsor did your layover fight? No, Konami did. Konami. So, yep, that was fun. But it goes beyond that, right? I get to the Indy airport and I see flight delayed. I'm like, great. So at this point, I have like a 15-minute layover to run from my gate in Chicago, from where I land, to my new gate to go to Toronto. And if you've been to O'Hare, the Chicago airport, it's fucking massive. So obviously that's like hard to do. And I start texting my parents. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not getting home tonight. I'm probably gonna get stuck in Chicago. Because that's the last flight of the night, of course. And I messaged my friend Dom Couch. I'm like, yo, can I stay on your bed tonight, or your house? Because I'm probably getting stranded in Chicago. And it gets rough. And I'm with Steven, by the way, at this point. And we get on our flights to Chicago, but as we're sitting in the runway for Indy, I get another text. Your flight from Chicago to Toronto has been delayed an hour. I'm like, oh, that's not even a bad thing. That means now I'll make the flight. So eventually we land, run over to the gate in Chicago, no problem. And then it's late again for another hour. I'm like, okay. No longer yep. I'm like, what am I supposed to do about that? And then sitting in the food court, I check my phone again, delayed another hour. I'm like, all right, that's awesome. And the flight from Chicago to Toronto is not far. It is very close. That's a place I would drive to for YCS before when I was younger. It's like a 9-hour drive, and that's with stops. You're only in the air for like 45 minutes. And then delayed another half hour, and eventually we take off at fucking after midnight, which is way later than it's supposed to be. And of course, there's an hour difference between Chicago and Toronto as well. So by the time I land, it's like 2:45 a.m. and I have to get home. So I got home at 4 a.m. yesterday. It was shitty. Is delayed flight a Western thing? It's been happening more and more lately, and it probably is low-key because of the Trump firing people thing. Before, when I'd fly, it really wouldn't happen that often. But it's happening a lot in the last little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of ass. Mine said flights canceled because of weather. And I know there was bad weather in New Jersey and the eastern seaboard, but Toronto is not that close to that. And the weather was beautiful there according to my family. And Indy was fine, so I'm not sure what weather was bad. The more you fly, the more you'll experience delays. Of course, I fly a ton, but I'd say like when I did a lot of flying years ago, there'd be delays, but they were never that bad and they weren't that frequent. But I've had issues with flying for like almost every single event in the last year, except for Birmingham, I think. Smoke from the wildfires. That really shouldn't be where I was too. Really, really think say 100% happens anywhere. I mean, it may happen less, right? Some airlines do have a bigger issue with delays for sure, so that's not that crazy. I gave you good luck. Maybe it was you, maybe it was Skrelf, maybe it was someone else. But yeah, that was Indy, and I got home 4 in the morning, and back to the grindstone we are, and that brings us to now. Yesterday was just catching up on other aspects of work, and now we're here. Obviously, I wish I topped, but I don't feel that bad about it. Again, this wasn't like something where I put a lot of effort in, so I can't feel too sad. EUWCQ is not this weekend, that is the next one. I will be for sure commentating over that, so make sure to check the stream for that. Just remember, it is going to be European times, so we'll be waking up nice and early, which will be fun. Are you Ray and Ryan going to attend Vancouver or you too busy with the World Championship? I think it'll just be me. I want to defend my title, so I'm going back. But I think they probably want to focus on testing, because it's not even that far. I mean, not even that close, right? It is pretty far. Yeah, I've won the first YCS in North America the last 2 years, as well as the last Vancouver, right? So I do have like a bit of defending to do. Obviously, like I can't possibly expect to win it, but it'd be cool if I did, and I'll try. I will try. It almost never happens here. It's been like 3 hour delay 3 years ago. We don't consider 30-minute blow delays as actual delay. I agree. Yeah, small delays are not a big deal. We had a 3 hour drive home south of Indy on Sunday, and it was awful. The weather was atrocious. Really? Someone had covered Euros since Josh won't be. Of course. Konami killing Time Wizard. Right. So I think people are blowing it a little bit out of proportion. So if I believe what happened is correctly, so initially they announced, I didn't really cover the initial drama, so let's talk about what happened with the Time Wizard stuff. Time Wizard is when you go back and play a format in the exact way that it was meant to be played. What Konami wants to push is time travel, which is like what they have in Master Duel, where you go back and play with the ban list and the card pool of the era, but the modern erratas and rulings, which can lead to some discrepancies, some significantly impactful, some not as much. And it's big in Master Duel, right? Like, it's something we've done before, and it is fun to play. However, it looks like Konami wants to bring that over to paper. So they announced for the NWCQ it would be time travel instead of Time Wizard, and people flipped out because it's a big change, and for some formats that is a huge change. Cards like Brain Control, Royal Oppression, Sinister Serpent, there's Chaos Emperor Dragon. I mean, that's not irrelevant in any format right now, but erratas exist. Crush Card Virus. Undeniable that erratas do have a part, or play a part in these metagames, so yeah, it is a understandable difference. Goyo, Future Fusion, Rain, yeah, there's a long list. You could Google Yu-Gi-Oh! Erratas and see how it would impact playing older formats. And people kind of rebelled, and there was a huge kind of backlash to social media. And Konami said that for the WCQ kind of only, they would still do Time Wizard alongside time travel, but it did kind of seem like they wanted to phase it out. Why I think it was still good what they did is because they let Time Wizard still exist alongside time travel, which specifically meant that OTSs could still hold Time Wizard. I think that is specifically the most important, because places that have built entire communities need to still survive. The YCS, I think, is honestly a little less important. But it is still a hit. So the fact that they kind of went back on the decision now OTSs still can host their own version, their Time Wizard, and not risk losing OTS status is a huge step in the right direction. To at least a compromise. And then what happened the other day after Nats is that apparently Konami started emailing stores. I can't verify this. I'm not an OTS. I don't have a store. I have like an online shop, but yeah. They started saying how now tier 2 events can also not hold time, which is time travel only. It's important to note here that this says tier 2 events, as that's at least what I've seen. Tier 2 events should refer to just regionals. So this means is now if you're a TOing a regional, the regional itself cannot host Time Wizard events, which pretty much means they're trying to eradicate Time Wizard from any of the big circuits and that exclusively be at locals. I do think people are overreacting to this a little bit. I understand it sucks losing the regional stuff as well, but from my understanding, this means you can still host Time Wizards at the OTS within the realm of the OTS, right? And not risk losing status. I think that keeps the community and those type of events still live, which I think is the single most important aspect. So I don't think it's as big of a deal as people say, but it does seem that Konami is heavily pushing to move away from Time Wizard. Is this right? Is this wrong? Debatable, because I'd like to see what they have planned for time travel format. If time travel is going to be something that can something grander and they have a good idea for it, tying it in with Master Duel maybe is what they're trying to do. Do something more official with it, like maybe there's a whole YCS around it, then that could be interesting. But if it's not, right, that's not going to happen, then what's the need to do this period, right? Because the current Time Wizard players, this will sound generalization, but for the most part, they're older players. Players who did play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. They didn't want to play Master Duel. They didn't start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of Master Duel. Like, they want to go back to their old generation, which is fine. I'm not trying to say that's bad, but forcing them into something completely different, like Master Duel, or forcing them to the new rules is stupid. It's not what they want. So if you're supposed to be looking out for their best interests or the interest of the growth and whatever, then how is that beneficial? And before people say what is Konami's incentive to support this? What are they really losing by not supporting it, right? They can get some revenue from the side events and it really doesn't take up that much of their time. And importantly as well, with it existing, they can make money off of reprinting high rarities or low rarities of those type of cards. For example, a big part of these Ready Collection sets have been reprinting these old format staples. Without an outlet for people to kind of use and enjoy these cards, those reprints and whatever get worse. So, all right, someone's just spamming stuff. Let's time them out. Okay. So yeah, it's a change in development for sure. You don't get why they keep waging war on retro players. Some of them may convert to modern, as is the case with my locals. Who says they don't have a reason, right? As I said, what if they plan on merging it more with Master Duel, merging the regions together in some way, or making a YCS around it? Like, there could be a reason. I'd like to see if there is. If there isn't, then yeah, it's what is the point of this? Like, I don't get it. Because they don't make money in retro players. Why change it then? Even though I just said why that's wrong, and because I don't have sales data, and neither do you. Why is that wrong? Or sorry, why does that matter? You already have infrastructure in place. What does it cost them? It's not like they're updating the format. That's part of the problem, right? I don't think it's super straightforward. I think people who are complaining about Edison are a little out of proportion here. I think the fact they split up Time Travel and Time Wizard into different things and are allowing OTSs still at the store local level, which is the most important in my opinion, to hold Time Wizard events, means that I'm not kind of completely disappointed yet, because it means they're maintaining the ability for older players to have their local crowd still intact. But this could lead to something better. And I'm gonna stay faithful. Obviously this does mean the competitive circuit for this stuff will die down a fair bit, but it really wasn't that big. So I'm not like, I know there were players who played it, but not a huge amount. And if it's going to lead to something grander, then that's fine. It feels bad at the moment. Yeah, but you have to be patient, right? Like, it is pretty recent. How sick would Edison Structure Decks be? I mean, I don't know if I'd really care about that. Weird it's not only a Konami NA and not you as well. It might be, just not at the moment. It could be later. But yeah, I mean, those are my opinions on the whole Edison drama. I do think that people overreact to a lot of it, but I think the first wave of reactions were understandable. But Konami's intentions seem clear, and the last wave of news wasn't really that surprising. If YCSs aren't going to be hosting Time Wizard anymore, I see no reason why regionals should host Time Wizard. It's the idea that they want to keep it at a local like level for fun thing and not make this a huge competitive ordeal. Interesting to see if Hats takes over now, because the difference between Time Wizard and Time Travel for Hat doesn't make too much difference. I know there was some other stuff that was drama with that as well. Now, real quick, guys, I have been streaming for about 1 hour. In that time, we've gotten 0 subs. And while I do appreciate all of you that are here, if you want to support the channel, please consider subbing. It does go a long way. I know I've been gone for about a month. I do plan to be more active. My subs are at an all-time low right now, at least a long time low. I'd like to get the number back up, so please show your support with a sub. Smile. Remember, your Prime subs are free. I feel there's OP and Hat if it's not time.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Noir, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate you very much. Okay, let's take a look at some other news. Any news happened in Mashed or whatever?
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Thank you, Mick Pro, for the sub. Appreciate you. Okay. Any new cards announced? So I see this Regenesis Demiurge. Fusion recruitment. Oh, that's cool. More fusion support. That's always interesting. I think I read Wake Up Mackie, right? I think I did read that. So is that everything? July 12th? No, maybe I didn't read this. No. Okay, so we got... I wrote it twice. Okay. There we go. More insect support. Of course there is. Okay. Regenesis Demiurge. Let's take a quick look at this. Level 10 Dark Illusion. Fetch them from your graveyard. Okay. Manage 2 monsters with 2500 original attack or defense. Okay. Discard special summon to cards, put controls, and or in their graveyard, up the number of your banished monsters to 2500
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
And return them to the hand. Okay. Monsters your opponent controls whose 2500 attack during the battle phase only. This card's cool. Sawyer Cookie, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. The Regenesis is balls? Why is this bad? What's bad about this? Oh, I think I know why you guys say this is bad. Yeah, this is terrible in Regenesis. I would never put this in Regenesis because why do you want to banish graveyard effects? It's slow as shit and it's not that important in that deck. Where I see value in this card is not in Regenesis because that makes no sense. It's the fact that you can banish any 2 monsters from your grave with this right stat line, which isn't that hard to do, and summon itself, and then it can bounce 2 cards. And it's level 10 for Vardrus, which is actually pretty good. Its stat line is also nasty, and it gives you an attack, an out to high attack monsters as well with this. Like, milling this with like a tier, and you have a lot of monsters with the right stat line, can be very good. So as far as a graveyard effect goes, this is fine. Not broken, it's not snow, but it's very reasonable and impactful. It banishes and only from the grave. Think broadly. Go past the limitations on your mind, thinking Regenesis. This is a tier card. Every card, when you look close enough, is actually a tier card. I feel like that'd be a good sound clip. I need you guys to tell me what other sound bites to do. Right now we only have the Ojama one, but I don't have any any in mind right now. That'd be really funny. Because right now it's only Ojamas.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Stoner Chef, thanks so much for 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Battle Wasp one will be cool.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Oh, does it work with Battle Wasp too? Perhaps. Alright.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Fusion recruitment. Sound bites of
I thought
Jesse
that Jesse
talking
was
about
cooked.
Interesting. Alright. Normal spell. Discard a card and reveal 1 fusion in your extra deck. A special rest of the turn except fusions. Also add 1 of the materials whose name is listed on it from your deck to reach your hand. Except the discarded card. And then if you added a normal monster, you can add a second such monster. Is this good? Why would I play this over fusion deployment? Wait, whose name is mentioned on the revealed monsters? So it doesn't have to be part of the fusion materials. It can just be named on the card. That's kind of funny, right? Brandon support for bad players. Like, yeah, what do? Do you add like, I don't fucking know what you're supposed to do. Neos fusions mostly? That is ass. Add Albaz. I can't imagine how to do that. Add Nappies. Yep, great. Discard Lurie. And then you're locked into fucking fusions. Dark Magician support. Like, I guess that doesn't seem very good though. Like, they could have probably got away without discarding a card for this and it would have been fine. Would this work with Primite Fusion? In what way? Like, add any. Like, it's been a while. Like, do you want to add any normal monster and a Primite? No, you cannot. If that's what you're asking. With the new Dark Magician fusion? What is... Is that even good? Desiree is the fusion. Yes, you can add Engraver and then be locked out of links. That sounds awesome. Alright, that's... Alright, anyways. Add Ojama yellow and black, forget green. That was based. They understand the game plan. Graveyard attract fusion easy. I'd like you to think through that for a second. And then what do you equip to the Desiree? Fucking green! I hate this card. This is the worst fucking Ojama. What do you equip to the Desiree to give it a negate? Yeah. Anyways. Wake up Mackie. Once per turn during end phase, you can try 1 face on card in the field, send it to the grave. Okay. It's an Aqua Wind. You can reveal this card and 1 flip monster in your hand, special both face down. This card's flip face up, try 1 face on monster in the field, change it to face up attack. Interesting. I mean, not really. This card would best be used if you can special from hand, as well as like in a flip effect, and then contact fuse to flip the cards away. Like, unless you're contact fusing, this is kind of useless. You said the equip with Ultimate Slayer. True. Mimigal card? What? No. Why would I play this with Mimigal and summon Mimigals to my field? It's like saying, I'm just going to set a Mimigul in my field from hand. Like, I'm not fucking doing that. It's tribute fodder, I guess. Like, cube card. Cool card. It's filler, though. It does not matter. Aqua, it's a tier card. Exactly. Every card, if you look close enough, is actually a tier card. Yeah, so I saw somebody ask about Ludeo. So Ludeo is the sponsor of today's stream. I'm very thankful to have them on. We did play them last Wednesday if you want to go watch that VOD as well. But essentially, it's a browser-based game where you get to play highlights of other games. So if there's like a level you want to play from a game, you go play it. And in the future, you'll be able to share and create your own sort of highlights for other people to play. And then you can be put on a leaderboard as well, like create a high score for that highlight, and you compete against each other within that highlight or what's it called, video. And we will be doing a contest in 25 minutes for Ludeo. And what that is you guys can actually play alongside me, and the winner will be getting some money. So I'm not going to spoil that just yet. That will be in 25 minutes. So make sure you stay around for that and read a game. And I guarantee you I'm not going to win because I'm freaking ass at games. If you saw last week, you'll see how bad it is. The link doesn't work for you. Really, eh? Let me check it. Doesn't work for me either. Good question. Can you guys click on that and make sure that it doesn't work for you guys either? The link goes to Switchy.io. That is great. Let me look into that. That is awesome. I don't see why the link would stop working. That is... Is this not the right link? Like, it should be this link. It doesn't work. One second, I'm just messaging the person right now, telling them about this. I'm not looking at chat at the moment. And let me just address that. Goes to Switchy. That is troublesome. It's troublesome. Anyways, that's what's on the docket, though. We will be playing that. I'm going to try to get that fixed right now. But other than that, is Master Duel still down? Because it was down earlier, and if we just can't play, we can't play. Like, I don't know what to do about it. Oh, nope, it's good now. Or maybe it's not. There we go. Okay. It works? What works? My link or Master Duel? Master Duel. Okay, well. Yep. Great. All right, anything new happen? New accessories. Oh, these were cool. I actually want these. Look at this. Beach chair and parasol mate. It's so troll, but I love it. I love this as well. I can't use it at the moment because my team agreed to all have a coordinated icon frame. So we are using the world's hexagon frame and mouse in the mirror. This one is awesome. And swimming ring as well, field parts. That's so cool. I don't care about this. A little guy goes up front, Shateki. The poor dad. I need to get my dad this wallpaper. Actually, I'm gonna tell my dad to get this wallpaper. That'll be hilarious. Have I started any of the events yet? I did all of the Fusion Festival while I was at the NAWCQ, like between rounds. So we're not gonna do that one. Yeah, I'm gonna get this for my dad for sure. This is awesome. The mate is so ugly. Hater, 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 hater. I need this swimming ring. And then icon frame, right? Awesome. So this is even cooler as well because my dad will love this as well. My mom's favorite fish is a butterfly fish, which I'm pretty sure this is what this is supposed to be. This should be a sergeant major, I think. I mean, it's not exactly, but it's the vibe I get off this. This with the Peruli icon goes hard. What deck did I play with the Fusion Festival? I played Melodious. I only had a 9-card extra deck and I finished the festival because I don't care. It's all you need. I can show you guys what I played. This is what I played. It's super simple, super easy. I just spammed, put shit in the deck, and then yeah. And correct, I did play my entire event with only 9 cards in the extra deck because that's all you need. And like, it was not hard. I finished the entire event pretty fast. Like, I just played whenever I had time, like at the airport, at dinner. I lost a fucking U-Bell game 1. Ben Jam and cooked my ass. Nine card extra deck is actually optimal. It is, right? Because they see me and think, oh fuck, I'm playing versus a noob, and then they don't try hard. They think I'm an idiot. But yeah, my team should all be using the same stuff as me, right? Yeah, this one and Ryan's the same, and Ray should also. Yeah, Malice in the mirror. That's what we're going for. Surely the world's titles won't give anything away. Maybe they just aren't looking, man. I don't fucking know. Okay. I'm gonna check to see if my sponsor guy got back to me. Um, Maybe I have to put off this collab, this sponsor, because if the link's not working, I don't want to start it without the link not working, because that would be bad, obviously. But at the same time, this is kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm getting a response now. Okay. The link's not working right now. I will have to follow up on that. But yeah, how does it feel to get boogied? Wait, what? What was the last time you boogied? What the fuck does boogied mean? You mean like danced? I'm not a dancer, guys. I'm uncoordinated as all shit. That should be pretty obvious, though. All right. So what are the rules to this? Under 5 event info. This event exclusive under level 5 max. Wait. So yeah, said this. Okay. So 5 and under, not under 5. The rewards are just gems. I don't care about Archibellion sleeves. And what's the title? 5-star. Do I want to try for this title? Probably not, right? Rank 4 tier snow is legal. Yes. This link works. It's just a generic link. I just want to make sure that so they need a specific link for me because it tracks the progress of my campaign. It can't just be a generic link. Okay. Let me fix this now. I think this should be okay now. Updates and then commands. All right, guys, try it now. See if it works. You thought that was link as it was an iPod message? It was. Okay. It seems to be fine. Okay. I think we got it resolved. If you guys can all just click that, make sure that it all works properly. It works? All right, perfect. So we'll do that in 15 minutes. We'll build our deck first, and then we'll switch over to that. So thank you guys for being patient with me there. That was fun. Okay, perfect. All right, let's build the deck for this. So you guys said I could use tier. I'm always a sucker for tier. So let's play tier. Oh, pardon me. I know I'm gonna say you guys are gonna get mad. Hey, Jesse tier, but know where you are. I got royal tier cards. I'm gonna use royal tier cards. It's rank 4 Winda Turbo. Oh, Winda, that's a good one, right? And what's wrong with rank 4 Winda Turbo? I forgot Havnus. Nice. Havnus Dick. Mare. What staples are allowed? Ash, sure. Imperm. Talents, that one. Okay. Need the royal one, though. Obviously. Snow? Yes, of course, my friend. Snow. Snow will be here. Keldo. Medora. Foolish. Play 2 Trevor Karmas. Perulia's good in this event. Sure. What other fusions can I make? Mud Dragon. Reinforcement in the army? Sure. Elder into the Entis. That not what I meant. Like, what can I summon with tier cards? Is there just nothing? You think Merly could come back by now? Probably still not. A second window. I don't. Fine. There is nothing. Tier isn't great in this event. Shut your mouth. Tier is broken. That's fine. Redoer. You had alt art window? Alright, well that was awesome. More mud dragons? No. Luna lights? I don't want more monsters I can summon. Now I can put 3 windows? I guess. Dumbass Jesse. I don't know, 101. Exciton. What are the rank 4s? Dweller. Dugaris. Guska. Are there any links in this? No. No. F0. True, those are in here. I don't know how I'm really making these, but I guess. Tornado Dragon. I guess we'll call it here. Alright, we'll give this a try. Let's play one game with this first, and then we'll see how it goes. Vespinato. Vespinato's cool. This will be fine. Okay, this is fine. All right. Triamid loading. Is this like the loner or something? I don't know what this does. Does anybody know what these cards do? He's just playing Triamids. Well, I might lose the Triamid because I don't have engine, but we'll see. I don't know what that does. That does. Destroys a card. Great, another really awesome. I'm gonna lose to this. I'm for sure gonna lose to this. Never mind, I'm insane. Special Rhino Heart. Okay. Royal Rares. Show him your power. Effect Veiler. Okay. That's why I have Pearly in hand. I've gone for rank 4 otherwise. Trivic Karma. Rhino Heart, Perulia. I mean, Snow. That's a pretty good mill. It's a pretty good mill. I just want to pop this, I guess. Like, Tornado Dragon has to be pretty good, right? This is all so bad. We had a whale battle. Yeah. Doesn't do anything, right? It adds back guy from grave. Try mid is normal summon, you draw one, then discard one. Okay. Fine. This nothing, but sure. Yeah, I've had a royal only duel on what's his name? DZ's channel. Oh, sure. Where's Zeus? Yep, rip Zeus. He's not under 5. Draw one, discard one. Oh, gain 500. Oh, right. That's nothing. I'll take my 1200. Like a good boy. Do I have a favorite Master event? Yeah, Dice Rally for sure. Fart for ass deck. Okay. Sure. Yay! All right. There we go. We did win that game. Nice and easy. We didn't even get Diffusion Summon. Only one mission for that? Where's all the missions at? Damn, just shy of 1,000 gem purchase. Not even 5 gems, otherwise I could just what's it called? Watch a game and get it done. This is done though, right? Yeah. I don't want this title. Blue purple clad assassin. Yep, I do not need that title. No new event missions for some reason. Really? That's interesting. Okay, guys. 1 second. I have to do something real quick. Okay, let's get one more game in, and then we'll switch over to our contest. What contest? We'll talk about it in a couple minutes, so stay tuned. hand here, I mean, it's playable, even if it's not brilliant. Where's this tab? Whoa, my computer's lagging. Toy box. Okay, sure. Is it White Forest? No, level 5 or lower. Synchros don't matter. What's the point of this then? So they did nothing. All right, interesting. Draw Scream. God, look at the royals in my hand. Look how beautiful they are. It's awesome. Free rank 4, you guess? I guess that's fair. Maybe I should have gone send Solak off this, to be honest, actually. Then I can go share and scream. That'd be pretty good.
I thought the Jesse was cooked.
Stay gold. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate you very much. Gets Reinhardt out. Put it away. Damn it, it was call by. That's the only card that really messed me up. Yeah, I really should have gone send Solak. Oops, that was a mistake. Should I set this? Probably in case I draw a tier. Like, it's worse if I draw Grief, but 2 are gone. Call by is illegal. I mean, I should have played around it. I could have. That's my own fault. Okay, wish I could maxi here, but nothing, of course. They want to stop the search? Probably not. I probably don't care. Okay. Do I play crime? No, I don't play crime. What the frick? Utopia. Why did they go Utopia? What am I playing against? That was a good draw. Very good draw. Alright, time to cook. Mill Havness. Nice. And I built another Trivia Karma. What the hell? Okay. That's awesome. Alright, well, no monster that can summon. Yep, we'll have to just sit and pass again. I could have gone Meta Noise discard. I should have. Ooh, that better. I'd use both of these though, which kind of sucks. Honestly, this is fine. I don't know what he's playing. Wait, what? He's playing this? book this face down, right? Chain Kage to Kage. What am I playing against? This is literally just Utopia double turbo. A fuse for Kikalos. In case he has like a way to stop this plus Utopia double, I may as well put it in defense. I don't care if it dies. Where's my shit all cards? Just haven't seen them yet, I guess.
I thought that Jesse was cooked.
Chucky, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for a full year now. Let's go. Absolute cinema. It's absolutely confusing. I will say that much. Monster Reborn. Target my Sharon. Okay, what rank 4 do they make here? Tornado Dragon. I don't really know. Can someone please tell me what's happening? I'm so confused. That doesn't work. Bro likes rank 4s. Yeah. He does. Doesn't negate this permanently. So I can't suck up anything if I mill Havness plus a Shadal. Do I want to do that even? Make Winda? Not really. I want to keep the Shannon hand. Nice Royal Honor arc. I know, I also have one. Okay, I don't know what that is, but yeah. Can mill some cards now. I'll just make Mud Dragon, I think, right now. This is the under 5 event, yeah. Three freaking windows in my deck. I'm so mad at myself for crafting a window I didn't need to. Targets. No, it doesn't. Okay. Attach, pop. Let's make Redoer. That's actually fine like this. I have no targets left. Oh, one's banished. True. Alright, that's fine. Alright, attack. Most damage this way. Would never get banned? Nope. Alright, no problemos. What is their mate base? I don't know if I recognize it. It's new from solo mode. Looks good. Which solo mode is it? I don't recognize that like emblem. Flame Veil? Cool. Double nothing face down. Nice. That doesn't matter. What did I steal? Rageki. Cool. Draw a card. Alright, this is 45. I just need a little more damage. Yeah, their deck is really just Utopia Double Turbo, isn't it? That is the entire premise of what they're doing. Would I buy a 1.5k Veiler? No, I would not. Not worth it for me. Alright, my friend, you've been out royal rared. Cool. We can do some pack opening after. All right, guys. So, real quick. Today's stream is sponsored by Ludeo. Thank you so much for sponsoring this stream. Now, what is Ludeo? And you'll want to stay tuned to this. Don't leave just yet. Ludeo is a browser-based way to play games, but not just any game or games. It's playing highlights of games or levels. So it gives you a way to play favorite clips from other streamers or yourself and to share them. And it is still has a lot of potential ahead of it, which is why it's so cool. And on top of that, it is browser-based and no purchases or downloads are required. So importantly, it's incredibly easy to access. So we will be playing that today. Not only am I playing it today and sharing it with you guys, we'll be playing it together. We did last week play this by myself, but today I'm actually going to be playing with you guys. So with that link that you guys have there, you guys can join. And today's game should be RoboCop. Let me pull it up myself real quick here. Where is my RoboCop game? And I have the tab put aside somewhere, but I have like 40 tabs open on my computer because I am a freaking idiot. Here we go. And I'm not in the scene. 1 second. So yeah, here I got to open here. Now, the way this works is we can just play the game, and this the time for this entire clip is only 2 minutes, right? So it's taking a clip out of the game and letting us duel it here, and I clicked F11, didn't work. No, there we go. So we can play the clip, the 2 minutes, and with that link, you guys can join me. So you guys can join. You can see here, Krillin Kick is already earned. Okay. So let's load the game, and you guys can get in right there with me, right? Krillin Kick is you, by the way. You didn't log in. You guys will have to log in if you want to get the prize. The prize for winning this is $50 gift card. I didn't click. Okay. Hold on. I did not look at the rules. I'm gonna. Okay, let me stop being an idiot. Let me look at the rules before I start playing. That sounds stupid. Also, maybe I'll turn it down a little bit, actually. No. Let me know how the audio sounds for you guys. But just, guys, click on that link and let me know if that works, please. Gift cards Canada and US only. That is, unfortunately, most of my viewers appreciate it, but yeah. Okay, let me turn down music on my end because it's too high. Yeah, I think for me it's done there. Okay, so I have to kill 18 people, time 2 minutes. Walk is stem 1, aim shoot. Oh, it's actually simple. Okay. You in corner crying. Guys, can people please click on the link and just confirm that it works? I know I got 300 viewers here. Surely some of y'all are playing with me and trying to get this. Oh, I can scope like this. Whoa, okay. I'm not a gamer. Is there a way to run? Headshot, nice. So that's the scope. Nice. Okay. I understand I'm terrible at this, guys. Oh my god. Don't look. Don't look. Please don't look. I got him. There we go. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, I got one. Okay, that was a better shot. Wait, can I pick up the gun? E. Oh, that's cool. That seems so much better. Where is everybody? I only have 30 seconds left. Unk still got it? I'm cooking. Wait, where's my ammo? Oh, I have 6 bullets left. That's smart. Oh, middle click is to punch. Like a robo punch. Okay, I missed all my shots there. Nice. Bitch, did I not just kill you? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have swore there. My bad. Okay. I imagine my score wasn't 0 points. What do you mean 0 points? Minus 74 points for hits taken. Yeah, that was great. All right. That's fine. Here's the nice part though. Because it puts these in these many little levels, we can just try again. Show the leaderboard now. All right, guys, come on, join up. Join the leaderboard. Let me pin it in the pin the comment. Join the game with me. And if you're first, you get a gift card. Let me pin this. All right, pinning the comments. Acolyte is cheating. All right, let's try again. I'm sure I can do better than this. Nope. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna steal that guy's gun. Where are they? What key do I need? E. Okay. Is there not a way to run? I'm on fire, aren't I? That was my punch. Oh, that was cool. Okay, that was worth it. I'm very happy I did that. That was cool. Haha! Look at the punch. Well, you can choke them? How do I Vader choke them? You're RoboCop, as I see he walks slow. Yeah, I know he's a RoboCop, but surely a RoboCop can run fast. Why does the cop run slow? How do people move this fast? I don't get it. All right. I'm in third. I beat you, OG Pipe. Let's go. Okay, let's get him running. Okay, and then E to pick up. A double headshot them. Let's go. So what does E do? Oh, that's funny. That can't be any better though than... I'm about to hit you, man. Die. That was my best score yet. That was better than the last one. That felt worse than the last one. In the movie, he walks slow. It's lore related. I've never actually watched RoboCop. Dude, it's been so long since I played a shooter. This is cool though, because I haven't played a shooter in so long, and I'm not gonna lie, it's partially because of time. It's the fact that I can play this for fun and for free without having to do like other stuff. It's kind of cool. It's like very low maintenance rather than just buying a game. Old movie. You know, I've heard of the movie before, don't get me wrong. I know there's other games on this as well. We played Redacted last time. That game was less up my alley. This is something that I would have played as a kid. I just don't have time anymore. Muscle memory is all you need. I'm used to playing on a controller. I don't have a controller anymore because I haven't played video games in Jesus, maybe a decade. But I feel like I'm so busy with work nowadays. Maybe get a controller. Oh, no, I'm doing walking in the wrong direction. You are gonna die here. This is cool. So I get extra scopes. I shot him like 3 times in the groin. How does that not get him? 1, 2. Okay, best time that so far. We're getting slightly better. You can wallbang them. Is that even that good though? Usually it's not much. This is RoboCop, but more specifically it's Ludeo, which will let us play these little mini clips in the game. So highlights. And the idea is that in the future, everyone will be able to share their own highlights, own levels for other people to play. And then with the leaderboard, we can see who is the best at this game. Acolyte's still in first. I'm in 4th. I'm not even on the podium anymore. God damn it. All right, let's try again. All right. Okay, what am I stuck on? All right, I need a couch. Where's the gun? Oh, the gun must have moved. Where's the... I need to not get hit. That was a nice headshot. Nice try, 0 points. Did I die? I can die? Wait, why did it stop there? Does anybody know what just happened there? You think I should stay on the pistol? Maybe I should stay on the pistol. I thought I was invincible. That was terrible. Okay. All right, good start. You gotta stay on the pistol. Okay. That was the best one yet. Maybe I do stay on the pistol. Does time matter at all? Time score does matter. I got quite a bit of score for the time. I need to not get hit. Was that my best one yet? Does that move me into top 3? Damn it, no, still not top 3. Right. Okay, good start. Start. Come on. I'm doing really good this time. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Reload faster. 13,000 points. Oh no, 11,300. Damn it. That's my high score though, right? Third place, baby. They throw grenades? I didn't even see grenades. You started good, but last aims were... Dude, I'm not... I'm trying my best. I'm top 3 right now. You get on and do better than me then. Only 2 people can do better than me so far. Okay, starting off good again. I'm getting the hang of this, I think. Oh, come on. I'm hitting E. I'm just stuck in the fire. I literally can't get out of the fire. There we go. That was terrible. I understand. Really? Maybe just don't aim down sight. I feel like I'm worse when I aim down sight. Yeah, that was started off so good, but ended up so bad. All right, I'm still top 3. I'm still top 3. That's my goal. My goal is to be top 3. Damn, 4 of you have 0 points. Oh, that's me. See? Yeah, I gotta be cooking, man. Nah, I just want to restart already. That was... He's just screaming in pain. It's funny. Oh my god, that was terrible. A traumatic death. I did shoot your hand off. I wish reload time was a little faster, but obviously that's part of the game. Can I throw them at people? No. I'm trying, but... Yay! The punching them is so funny. You will steal my position? Please don't. I mean, please do, but please don't. I have a decent lead. Yeah, I go like got 11,600. All right. Okay. Come on, reload. Okay, not the best start. I'm gonna stop aiming. This is awful. Literally every time I aim, I feel like my aim gets worse. Like I go down sight. Oh, that was hilarious. I am Darth Vader. Okay. I mean, obviously that wasn't the high score, but it was still funny. Am I still there? I'm still there, baby. I'm still holding on. Brandon Kenobi. OG Pipe took over Brandon Kenobi. Okay. You guys will have to log in with Steam or email to get your gift card if you win. But yeah. Is there a way to reload, guys? Do you know? Dude, oh, there's someone beside me. I forgot about this guy. That I felt like that again started off better than it really was. The time condition doesn't matter that much, I think. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Yeah, no, the time does matter. That's taking up a lot of it. That's a big point difference. Press R to reload? That makes sense. No! I got knocked off! OG Pipe! Who's OG Pipe? Who knocked me off top 3? Oh, man. Come on. Okay. Only a little bit of time left. It's you, Oscar Galindo. Damn it. Oh, we don't talk about this. We don't talk about this. This is terrible. I'm stuck on the stupid couch again. I want to restart already, man. I'm just going to sit in the fire and die. This was so bad. Reload is always R. I'm pressing R. It doesn't do anything. Oh, no, it does. I had a full clip. I will see you all next time. Yeah, 1% left. Yeah. Okay, let me try that again. All right, better. Is there still a guy there? Yeah, there is, right? Okay. Really? That wasn't better? I felt like I did pretty good there, though. How's everyone else doing? I'm in 5th? No. I'm in 5th. Oh my god. I'm screwed. It says H for something. Are you on a controller right now? I mean, that's normally how I'd play a shooter. All right, I can't click for anything. You're right. H did do something. I'm trying to grab him. There we go. That is so funny. I got back up. All right. Get back down. I just want to force choke them. I want to see if I can kill them like this. I can't walk like this. I can. I can walk. Can I use him as a human shield? Are they both dead? Oh, this guy's alive, right? Bugger off. Oh, I picked up his gun. God damn it. I can't. Okay. Obviously that was bad. So a reminder for those who just joined, this is Ludeo. So Ludeo is a browser-based way to game, and it's a unique one because it's not just one game. It's not really like a game in itself. What it is it's a way to play highlights of other games, like RotoCop this time and Redacted we played last week. And you don't have to install anything, you don't have to pay for anything, you don't have to download anything. It's super free to and easy to access. And the goal is in the future we can start sharing our own highlights or levels like this. And then from there are leaderboards to compete against each other or with your friends on these sort of like highlights, because you argue with a friend, oh, I did this, you wouldn't have been able to do it. Well, I can actually put it to the test, right? And if you guys join that link up there, you can still play. And I'm in the game ready. And the winner of this session will get a $50 gift card. Damn, didn't die. I don't know if the going in the fire actually hurts me. This will heal me. No one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where are they? Nobody talked about that. Please don't talk about that. That was bad. A 360 trick shot for the kill. I'm in 6th now. I'm in last on my. You guys all got better. I got worse. Crap. Almost out of time as well before it ends. Does it tell me how much longer I have? I wanted to be in top 3. I'm gonna be literally last. I'm not counting you guys who can't even finish the level because you guys suck. All right, that was easy. Got to reload while I was. Shh. Shh. Well, that's how I shot everybody. They were all like that. The elevators are opening. That's what's happening. Maybe I should be aiming at the elevators. H to heal. Let's me heal. Okay. Okay. You can get 12k if you lock in. Me? I don't think it's possible. Ooh, Igor's catching up an Acolyte. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Out of the way, man. Get this. Wait, it says I have 0 bullets. I think it was glitched. $11,200. I'm still not doing well enough. Not even close. I'm never catching this. Third place is 11,400. Okay. Okay. $11,142. I'm still not doing what I need to do. Igor took over Acolyte. We have an upset. We have an upset. It's not over yet. I don't know when exactly it does end though. I should have reloaded earlier. 11-3-6-1. I feel like that is my high score, right? It is. Is that enough? I'm in 5th. I beat Bran Wen Kenku. That's it. Igor might be EU. I hope not. That'd be kind of rough. Okay, guys. Let's go for 10 more minutes. You are EU? Oops. Oh, well, that's rough because unfortunately you are ineligible for the gift card. I mean, I'll just give it a second place then if that happens. I'm sorry. That unfortunately was the rules given out. But please, I still encourage you to play and have fun. You'll be the winner in our hearts. But yeah. We're gonna wrap the contest up in 10 minutes, so 3:30 p.m. Eastern, as we're gonna call it. So you have 10 minutes to get the high score. I'm gonna have 10 minutes to get to top 3. Wait, no, what did I do? Wait. What did I click? Oh, it doesn't let me edit this stuff. I'm just gonna let myself die here because I changed some setting. It's just not working anymore. Hold on. What the hell? Alright, yeah. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna restart. 10 minutes to go, guys. Let's see how we do. I'll deal with you later. Goodbye. I always have a hard time with this guy. Oh, damn it. I thought he died. I'm literally like shooting him at like what? I feel like having the submachine gun and just aiming it at the elevators would be super easy. I guess it's easy to shoot them when they're down, I guess. I missed them. Oh, the elevator open. That didn't work like I wanted it to. Alright, that was not ideal. Yeah, that wasn't really what I wanted to do either. I don't know. I just missed everybody who came out of the elevator, which kind of defeated the whole purpose of it, right? Recoil's too high for me? Yeah, I'm not good enough. I am not good enough. I'm in 5th still. Alright. 7 minutes to go, guys. First on leaderboard in the NA will receive $50 gift card. Oh, click reload first here. Should have done that sooner. Reload. I'm stuck. Move. $11,307. That's close to my high score, but still not enough. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong here. I mean, it was the time score, right? Okay, good start. Okay. Reload. Heal a bit. Still not enough. I thought that was good though. Don't allow the element hit you so much. I can't run. What do you want me to do about that? I can't. I'm trying. Oh, this is close. Okay. Okay, that was good. That was much better, right? 11, 5, 12. Third place, baby. Yes. 3 minutes to go, guys. Try catch up to me now. I'm on the podium. On the podium. Yeah, they didn't kill them. All right. It's rough. Oh, this is rough. That was like better than my normal score, but 11, 5, 12 is still way higher than this. Am I still top 5? Or top 3? Still top 3. Cool. I have a good lead as well. I'm feeling good about this. Only 2 minutes left. Okay, 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 come on. This is a terrible one. That was so bad. That was so bad. Try do strafing left and right, spam A and D to dodge bullets. You give me too much credit. I don't know what that means, how to do it. But it is 3:30 p.m., guys. And that means that I am third. Haha! And second is Acolyte, and first is Igor. Igor just confirmed that you are not in NA, thus unfortunately ineligible for the prize. Which would mean Acolyte, you are our victor today. And then you are NA or EU. So please confirm that is also correct. Just want to confirm, Acolyte, are you here? Okay, so in the meantime, while I'm waiting for Acolyte to respond, if you just joined and wondering what you're watching, it is Ludeo. I know it says Robocop and Scream, and it is Robocop, but the idea is that this is a way of playing highlights from games. So right now it is Robocop. Last week we played, it was Redacted. But Ludeo is it's a browser based, so no installs, downloads, whatever required, no purchases either. And you get to play highlights from all these different games and play levels. And then within these levels, obviously, we have a leaderboard here, so we were able to have a contest within ourselves to try and win. And Igor won, but Acolyte is the actual winner. We did have a $50 gift card on the line. Acolyte is not responding. I will message them on Twitch, I guess. Whisper. I will message them right now. Cool. I am from Africa. Could you play? You could play. You just weren't eligible to win the gift card. The contest that we just held was NA only, but you can still play the game for sure. And the links will still work for you to join Ludeo. It's just this contest. We are now done. That being said, guys, this was a ton of fun. And I recommend you guys to go check this out. I'm happy I was able to be top 3. It took a fair bit of work. You couldn't figure out how to get out of the game. What do you mean out of the game? Like F11? Escape? What are you trying to see? Like you're trying to see other games like this arrow here, and you can see Redacted, Hitman. These are the games we have right now. But imagine there'll be more in the future. We played Redacted last time. I think I prefer Robocop though. Like these are how you access the other games here. So we were doing this one, Fallout of Sympathy. This was a Symphony, not Sympathy. A contest. And you can see different levels here. Tells you how long you have to do with them. Information, objective, break the wall, kills. Objective. I don't know what Lost Castle even is. None of those worked? Really? We played the other day and it worked fine. Yeah, it seems to be just fine for me. I'm not sure why it wasn't working for you. I'm really bad at this one. I mean, I'm not going to play again. I don't need to play again. But no, this works fine for me. I'm not sure why it doesn't work for you. Maybe try a different browser? I'm not a problem solver for Ludeo, obviously. Anyways, thank you so much, Ludeo, for sponsoring the stream. And again, you guys can check in my panel below a link, as well as... I'm going to have to fix the link, actually, because the link was broken. Let me do that real quick. Let me fix this link. Okay. Perfect. None of those worked to close out. Yeah, I mean, have no other suggestions, I guess. Beyond those, there should be enough. Acolytes, if you are still here, please check back with me. I messaged you on Twitter, but I'm not on Twitch. I mean, but I'm gonna be honest. Messaging me on Twitch is probably the worst possible way to messaging me. It is much easier to message me on Twitter or on Discord, even Patreon. Still though, be in touch. That being said, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here for today. I know I said I'd play some more Master Duel later, but this kind of took spent a little more time playing Ludeo than I expected. Ludeo, Yu-Gi-Oh. I will be back tomorrow to do some more under 5 events and some other cool stuff. And yeah, I can't go any longer, unfortunately. I'm going to see a play today. So that'll be fun. I'm going to have to head downtown. And I want to go get ready for that. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. Oh, there we go.